Also, American Airlines is the official airline of USA Wrestling. To locate and get information on airports served by American Airlines and American Eagle, go to www.aa.com. Well, Kerry Regner coming out for the U.S. I am not sure who we got for Bulgaria, but if my first inclination is correct, and it usually never is, this could be Myumyunov. I'm gonna have to say that a couple times again. We need to check that one. Cody Bickley's Johnny on the spot, but that's who I think we've got at 66 here. Myumyunov of Bulgaria, I believe, and Kerry Regner of the United States. Gary, any luck?
Yeah, Sean Lewis is coming on over. He's just grabbing a warm-up. A little chilly in the gym today.
Really? I hadn't noticed. A little chilly when we woke up this morning.
Well, it's winter in Colorado. You know, it could be 70 next week at the Schultz tournament. We've had that situation before where we've had February competitions and had some really nice weather. So,
high dive attempt by Regner. Get a 1-point takedown. That I do know. This is Kerry Regner. So out of bounds. They're going to get one more. So another point for Regner, developmental athlete. 0 lead over Myumyunov. Well, we're going to be joined by a good friend to all, yours and mine, Sean Lewis. Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome to the program, Mr. Lewis.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Good day at Greco-Roman out here at the U.S. Olympic Training Center. Right now, Kerry Regner with a 2-0 lead over Myumyunov of Bulgaria. 30 seconds to go. We're going to parterre. Regner with a 2-0 lead, so he will be on top. And Sean, early indications of what you think today has been going for your guys at the World Class Athlete Program.
Well, I mean, just being able to get these international matches here in our own backyard is huge. I always said that, you know, in order for Greco to grow and get better here in the United States, we're going to have to find a way to get our 4s and 5s matches. Those guys start to grow and become better. They're going to push our 3s and 2s and 1s. Either they're going to push them to get better or they're going to push them out. And that's exactly what we need. We need depth in a country. So guys are, you know, taking some licks here, but, you know, there's also some rising stars come out of this. So I'm good about that.
Well, for example, we're talking about, you know, the 4s and 5s and young guys like Jimmy Chase just had a chance to take on Dilshad Aripov, you know, an old world champion. So, you know, that's not something you see unless you usually typically make a world team.
Absolutely.
It's a competition like that. So here at the Kit Carson Cup, we didn't have the gold medal challenge this year, but we do have the Kit Carson Cup. So very dynamic set of duels, 4 countries. And why these 4 countries?
Well, I mean, we didn't target these 4 countries. I mean, we put the invitation out at the World Championships, and we kind of use it as a first-come, first-served basis. And Uzbekistan has always been, you know, very tough and very deep in Greco, along with Bulgaria and Korea, even though Korea is not participating here in the Kit Carson Cup. But they will be at the Dave Schultz. But it was first come, first served kind of basis, and these are the first countries that raised their hand and said, hey, we would love to do that and be a part of it. So we said, come on.
And also there's a simulation of getting 4 matches in a day. After, you know, you get the weigh in, now you got to boom, 4 matches in a day, you know, simulating a world championship type of feel. Match, little break, match.
Right. I mean, and again, the matches are huge. I mean, especially for our younger guys. I mean, they would probably have to go to 2 or 3 international tournaments to get 4 international matches, you know, unless they, you know, are a phenomenon, you know, a superstar right off the bat. But being able to have 4 matches before the Dave Schultz, guaranteed 4 matches before the Dave Schultz, right here in your own backyard. You get to sleep in your bed and eat your food and watch your TV. I mean, that's huge.
Or the training center's food, or the Army's food,
yeah. or American food,
or Fort Carson food, or the you know, University of Colorado Springs food. I mean, there's options here.
Yeah, I mean, we have the Northern Michigan guys. They have a team. So we got guys that are 18, 19-year-old wrestling against world champions, world medalists, Olympic medalists. So, I mean, how big is that? I mean, I didn't get to wrestle a world champion or Olympic champion when I was 18 years old. And I don't know how many 18-year-olds get that opportunity. So,
well, I just know I still wouldn't want to wrestle one now, and I'm 30, so there's no way that's going to happen. Anyway, 30, we're going to parterre, and this situation, Mr. Regner has to defend in order to win the period. He won the first period 2-0. So the U.S. has...
And in this position here, I mean, it's really key in Greco. I mean, you have to be able to defend and you have to be able to score to be successful in Greco-Roman with these rules, you know. Maybe after the Olympics they'll change it to something else, but parterre is the name of the game so far.
Bulgarian trying to work with that gut wrench, trying to create some angles, step up. Regner, oh, nice. So they're going to get 3-point danger there for the feet to back exposure, essentially, a 3-point danger. So that's going to be 3 points for the Bulgarian. Still working on my the officials are getting on me about my terminology. You know that.
Yeah, well, you know,
so.
That's the least of your worries. I mean,
well, it's not the least of yours. If we know anything about Sean Lewis in the corner, it won't be about one tournament before you're yelling at Bill Steckline or Rick Tucci.
Hey, I do it with love, though. You know, it's all love. So.
We've already had Ike Anderson on. We've had Dan Chandler. We've had Rob Herman. Now we got Sean Lewis on here at the Kit Carson Cup here in Colorado Springs. And what's one thing, as far as you having pretty much a predominant Greco background all the way through, that you can try to basically convince some of the kids out there that might be questioning the why I'm going to wrestle folk style? That's what we wrestle high school. That's the state championship. Why wrestle Greco in the off season? Why wrestle Greco in the summer?
The Greco, without a doubt, I mean, is going to help your freestyle, your folk style. Any style. I mean, Greco is a dominant discipline of wrestling, and you have to learn how to wrestle upper body sometime in your career. Whether it's in the state tournament, it's in the junior national tournament, or NCAA's, you're gonna lock up with somebody, and you have to know that position. Whether it's just 2-on-1 hand fighting, you're gonna have to know how to do that stuff to be successful. If you have aspirations to be an Olympic or a world champion, you're gonna have to learn those positions.
Well, one thing when Dan Chandler was on, the common misconceptions. Well, if you want to throw, go Greco. The Greco is obviously not about just throws. So,
no.
A lot of inside ties, a lot of basically hand fighting, controlling the ties. Not to mention, as far as your freestyle, there's obviously the parterre is the same.
Right. It just enhances.
Rules are slightly different, but
rules are slightly different. But I mean, arm drag to a single leg is basically the same thing as doing an arm drag in Greco. You're just going around the waist. You still have to penetrate. You still have to drive across the guy. So the technique is pretty much the same. Just the finishes is a little different. A front headlock is a front headlock. So.
Why are we going to this should this should not be going to a ball. No, it should be 3-2. The Bulgarian had more
superior
cumulative points.
Yes.
You think this is our actually he wants to go to the top position.
That's another thing that the Kit Carson brings. It allows
different looks,
and it also allows our officials to sharpen their skills a little bit. I mean, there's been a couple of situations where the officials got a little confused, so this will help them going into the Dave Schultz Nationals and some of these other tournaments that we have,
and not cost somebody of high importance a match, so to speak.
Yeah, that's the one that really hurts when you
and you see why he took top.
Yep.
Myumyunov with another gut wrench, and that's after losing the first period 2-0 with a 3-point throw in the second. And now the 2-point gut from parterre in the third is going to give him the victory, and another one for Bulgaria. So you see, he says basically it's like taking top in folk style wrestling. I'm confident I'm going to turn you.
Right.
That's basically what he just said.
Yeah, right. But again, parterre is the name of the game. You have to be able to defend.